You too can make it happen if you just have that mindset. You have to be the person that pushes yourself to change your life. Hello and welcome back to another video from me, Danielle, one of the last of 2022, and it's a super important one. It is how to balance children and work as a mom. So let's jump right into these top 5 tips. The last one you're going to want to stick around for because it is the most life-changing one of all. So number 1, get help. If you need a babysitter, if you need a cleaner at your house, if you need someone to cook a meal for you, ask for help. Never feel guilt if you need help when raising kids. You've heard the term a million times, it takes a village. Does it take a village? Maybe not a whole village, but it definitely takes a couple key people who can help you raise your kids to make you, your husband, your spouse, your partner, whatever it is, make their life easier and your life easier. Because when you put everything on your own plate with work, house and work together, it's a lot. I hate the mixture of it both. And I do a lot of it myself. But it is very, very hard. So don't have that stress on yourself. Try to farm out, not the best term, but try to get other people to help you as much as you can. It's just gonna make your life a lot easier and make you a lot less stressed out. That leads me into number 2. Don't stress the small things. Now, I have never been one of those like parents who stress about every little thing. I've never been like, oh my God, he fell, let's take him to the hospital. I'm always like, brush it off. You'll be okay. But I did stress a lot of things around the house and with work. I put a lot into my career. I dedicate a lot to my career. And I just don't want to disappoint anyone. I don't want to disappoint my kids. I don't want to disappoint my employer. So I stressed a lot about those things and like development things with James and small things that really don't matter in the grand scheme of things because, they're going to be fine. And as long as you're focusing and not fixating, that's the important part. So don't stress and stress and stress about every little thing that's out of your control because as in any point of your life, you only can control so much. Most of our day is just brought up to the universe, God, luck, chance, whatever you believe in. That's what it's left up to. So I just give the day to God and I say, hey, whatever happens, happens. I'm going to get done as much as I can do, whatever in my control, and the rest of the day is yours. So don't stress the small things. I cannot stress that enough to you. Number 3. Remember that it is always put your family first. I love my employer. I mean, I really, really do love all the people that I work with. From the people we work with in our investments, our marketing company, partnerships, and my full-time job. I mean, it's all great. I really, really love those people. But if my kids get sick, if there's a family emergency, I'm definitely going to go to the family before I go to any of them because, hey, my family is my responsibility solely. I'm the mom. I am the rock of the family. I have to take care of my family. Luckily, all my friends, team members, employers, they understand that. It makes it a lot easier for me. If you're in a toxic work environment where they're like, oh my gosh, you're taking off another day because your kids are sick, get out of it. That's not good. You got to put your family first, and that's just adding more stress to your life. That's just making you feel even more guilty about maybe not being at home with your kids. It's just not going to be good for your mental health, your stress, or your family. So get out of that. That is the one big stressor here is you can always get out of a situation. I am a big believer in envisioning the life that you want. And if you truly envision it, have the drive to get it, you are going to get it. I'm a person myself who has done this in my life, and I have been able to get these milestones very quickly that I wanted because I just envisioned it, did it, and did not complain, did not blame other people for not getting there. And I didn't, basically have a pity party if things didn't go my way all the time. Because it's life. Things aren't always going to go your way. You just got to move on, go to the next thing, keep pushing forward, and be stronger than all of your problems you have going on. Push past them. Okay, now I'll get off my soapbox. We're moving on to number 4, and that is stay healthy. So no matter what's going on in your life, your health needs to be top priority. That has to do with what you're eating, what you're drinking, and how much you are exercising. You don't have to go and be some fitness, influencer who's exercises 3 times a day and, looks like a model. Go on a walk. Even if that's a 30-minute walk before work, during lunch, after work, just get out there and make sure that you are getting movement in, because the more you move, the healthier your mind is, the healthier your body is, just the better you're going to work. And not only for yourself, but for your kids. And also eating healthy. That's another great thing, not only for yourself, but for your kids. You're going to function better, and your kids are going to function better and have better role models to look up to. If they see that you are exercising and eating well, they're going to think, that's the way my parents live, that's how I should live. I eat bad. I'll eat chocolate. I'll go out to eat. You know, we have times that we eat too much fast food. But in the larger scheme of things, I do try to eat healthy for myself and for my family so that we have this standard that is set at our house. Okay, here's the best tip of all, and I don't want to hear any complaints because anyone and everyone can do this. Like I said before, if you have the drive, the passion, and just really want this goal, you can make it happen. Number 5 is get a job that is flexible or remote, which kind of is usually more flexible anyway. When I had James, I looked for months for remote jobs before I had him. And I prayed and prayed and prayed about it. I said, God, give me that remote job. I don't want to be going to work for, 40 plus hours a week and not being at home with my kids. That's just not okay. I was in a very inflexible job that I did not like. So I said, okay, what are we going to do here? Kept applying for jobs. Nothing happened. Well, 3 days after I delivered James, I got a call for a remote job that has set me up for life. And you know why that happened? Because I didn't give up. I just kept going, knew that something would come my way. And honestly, in the back of my mind, I knew I was going to get something before I had to go back for maternity leave. I just knew it was going to happen because I put that belief into the universe. I prayed to God and I just made it happen. So you too can make it happen if you just have that mindset. That is the most important thing in life, is having the can-do, possibilities are out there for me mindset. And if you believe that, you can get that flexible job that you're looking for. Hell, you can even go start your own company. You just have to have that drive and that passion. And honestly, you have to just have the vision for it. What do you want your life to look like? You want it to be flexible? You want to spend time with your families? Great. Then start setting yourself up right now so that you can be there when you have your children or when you have more children. I'm pregnant right now with my 3rd baby. Do you think that I would ever have had 3 kids if I was working full-time in an awful job? No, I'd probably still have 1 kid right now because I wouldn't want to have the burden of having a lot of kids. And I love children, but it would have been a burden if I would have had this awful job that I just hated. So really, if you just drive and strive to really want something, you can get it. And if that's a flexible job, you get to work from home and hang out with your kids, awesome, go for it. Just make sure that it's all on you. No one's going to give you that job. No one's going to just hand it to you on a silver platter. You have to be the person that pushes yourself to change your life. Well, guys, if you couldn't tell, I'm very passionate about that. I believe that we create our own destiny, and honestly, making your life the life that you want makes handling work and children a lot easier. If you can craft your life around your family and also be able to make a great paycheck, that is awesome. I mean, that is a win-win situation, and I know everyone can do it if you really have the drive to do it. I hope you like these tips. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment below what your favorite tips are, or if you have more tips, if you're a working mom who's also handling your children. It gets to be a lot. So put your tips in the comments down below, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.